1st and 10. Luck under center. On 1st down, they keep it on the ground. And the football is loose. Trent Richardson fumbled the football, and the Eagles are on it. I think it's D'Amico Ryans.
Yeah, Fletcher Cox again making big plays. It's Fletcher Cox on Richardson, and the football comes out, and the Birds have it with a very short field.
Joining us as he does here every week on Eagles Game Plan, Eagles head coach Chip Kelly. Coach, once again, congratulations on the W this week.
Thank you.
Well, let's go here in the third quarter. Big play here. You just scored a touchdown. Shady McCoy scores 20-13. My opinion, I think this is the play that gets the ball rolling for your team.
It did. It gave us a chance to get back in it. Obviously, you know, you're playing a real talented offensive team that's got one of the better quarterbacks in the league and had done a good job of sustaining drives against us in the first half and ran the ball probably a lot better than we thought they were going to coming into it, and did some different things formationally to affect us. So in this set here, they're in actually an unbalanced line. They have their two tackles are both on the same side right now. So, and then they have just a tight end on the short side. And they had beat us coming back with this counter play, coming back to this side a lot in the first half. Trent Richardson was doing a great job of really following his blocks. So I think we made some good adjustments at halftime. And then I really think the key player where it starts is with Trent Cole. He has to contain this play. What had happened a couple times is they were coming underneath it. He got logged, and then the ball was bouncing outside. Or he was so far out and up the field that the ball greased inside it. So Trent really corners the defense, and when we talk about sets the edge. Then when you come back a little bit more, the two great plays here, obviously D'Amico Ryans needs to fill over the top. He knows his help is to the inside, so he needs to spill it to the inside. And then the real key player on this play is just an outstanding job by Fletcher Cox here. He does an unbelievable job of defeating the one-on-one block, splitting the gap inside here, not only holding his own and just making the ball bounce, but actually makes the contact on the ball and causes the fumble. It's just a heck of a job. You know, coming off, splitting the double team, loses his helmet in the process, but when you see him punch the ball out, really splits the double team, takes on the first blocker, comes off, knocks the ball up, ball's on the ground.
City ball.
City ball, so we're jumping on it. You look at how much enthusiasm we're playing in. When you can turn the ball over in that situation on the 25-yard line to us, giving us such a short field to come back on the field with, made that transition real easy for us. And then obviously at that point we were down. You know, to score a touchdown, come back, cause a fumble, and they get a chance to get back on the field was a really, really key play to the football game for us.
Yeah, like every offense wants to do is take advantage of turnovers. You get the extra possession. Great play right here, run from Darren Sproles. Let's talk about the offensive lineman here up front. When this ball is handed off, Darren Sproles has a couple opportunities to go here, here, or here.
Exactly, and the one thing we're trying to do is we talk about building a wall, and there really is a wall built right here. These three guys right here are responsible to work up to the play side linebacker. These two guys are responsible to work up to the backside linebacker. And then Brent Selleck has a huge block where he's got to control the C gap. And then Darren now has the ability to press this path, and this ball can really hit in one of three spots. It's actually four spots if you really look at it. It can be a bounce play. We can bang it so we can punch it right up in here. We can bend it back, or we're coming back behind the backside guy, or we can bring it all the way back. So it's bounce, bang, bend, or bring, and it comes all the way back across the ball. He's got four options, but the key is that we don't get split on any double teams. We're doing a great job of taking the defensive lineman to the linebacker. We're doing a great job of wadding it up here to this linebacker, and then Darren has his choice of where this thing's going to hit. Nick does a good job of carrying out his fake, and then what we try to do in our offense is get speed and space, and so when you see Darren come off the backside, he's one-on-one in the open field with the safety. And then just the finish by him was just outstanding. There's four guys that have a legitimate shot at him. He's just so hard to knock off his feet. 1, 2, 3. Here comes the fourth guy. And then the third guy gets back in, and we end up scoring a touchdown. And that whole swing right there late in the third quarter for us was just a big deal.
It was huge. And Macklin on that play, great job blocking downfield.
One of the things our guys do a great job. He transitioned from he was an option route, had a chance to run a route. He sees it's handed out, so now he's coming up. He has to make sure that this ball now, we can't get 2-on-1 on him. We're getting Darren in space 1-on-1. He'll beat the 1-on-1, but he knows he doesn't have to worry about the corner because Mac does a great job of transition and really done a good job all year long for us, downfield blocking, and takes everybody on that play to contribute. But those two plays there, I thought were the real big momentum swinger. And now we're putting ourselves in a situation where we're in a tie ball game.
Your defense comes up big time for you here. 3rd down and 5. This is basically the game-winning play for your defense. Get you the ball back on offense.
Yeah, we felt like we had to pressure Andrew. You know, when we let him sit back there in the pocket a little bit earlier in the game, and he did just such a good job of always finding the open receiver, and putting the ball where it needed to be. A lot of times we were really, really close in coverage, but he was throwing it to the right shoulder, the left shoulder, and threw some outstanding passes. So I think Billy really thought we had to pressure him. We do a great job of bringing double linebackers right up the middle on him, and we'll see it when we get from behind. And we're in a sub package here, so we're bringing Nolan and we're bringing D'Amico, and then we're actually going to twist Connor around here because he had done such a good job earlier in the game of stepping up into the pocket. We were hoping he would step up into the pressure as we try to contain this. So as he does step up, here comes Connor, and then there's Nolan right there. He doesn't really have time to get the ball off, and again, we're doing what we talk about all the time. Let's attack that throwing arm. Nolan, they try to high-low him here, and now as Connor elicits that block, Nolan does a great job of coming back off of it. Let's get up, let's get our arms up, attack the throwing arm, don't let him follow through. He's in great position to make a play. And again, we're really, really close in coverage, so I think it's a combination of a real good rush. Kerry did a great job of covering Reggie Wayne in that situation, and it got them off the field, so it gave us an opportunity with the punt to see if we could go in a 2-minute drill and get down the field and kick a field goal, and it worked out for us.